and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Ladies and gentlemen, something has happened in El Paso, Texas. This actually happened on Friday. There was a shooting at a mall. Okay, El Paso, Texas. This happened this past Friday. And the title reads, Police Bystander Shot 16-year-old accused of fatally shooting teen at Cielo Vista Mall. All right. Before we get into this, guys, please, if you could, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit me on Twitter. Before I get into the video, I do want to show you a couple of pictures of what happened there. So as the bystander, the Good Samaritan, the concealed carry holder, shot this thug at 16 years old, okay, the whole scene went into pandemonium. Here are just some of the pictures, guys. All right. You can see that here, Cielo Vista Mall. Okay. I'll put these in the description just in case. You got a whole bunch of SWAT guys come out there, all this police presence. Why they have night vision goggles on, I have no idea. But, you know, this is their opportunity to show their guns off, I guess, in some way or some manner. All right. But a lot of police presence, a lot. Okay. This guy's got a suppressor, and he's got what is that? What is that? A laser thing? Yeah. IR laser. I'm sure he has that. That's what it is. Okay. But we see a lot of things here. Here's some shots inside. This will come in the video. Okay. But a lot of things happened here. So let us get into this, guys. And I'm going to let it play for a little bit, and then I'll come in.
Tonight, we're getting a much clearer picture of the events leading up to a deadly shooting at Cielo Vista Mall.
And how the shooter was stopped while running through the mall, pointing his gun at bystanders. KFOX 14 News at 9's Liana Golden is live in central El Paso with what officers had to say about the situation tonight. Liana?
Robert, Erica, one of the biggest takeaways we just learned tonight is that it was an armed bystander, a civilian, who took down the teen suspect. Police say a 32-year-old man who is licensed to carry shot at the teen as he was running away. Now, another big detail we're learning tonight is that the suspect is just 16 years old.
Well, it's always concerning, especially when a 16-year-old has a stolen handgun and fires a weapon inside a very crowded mall. It's very concerning. It's very disturbing, actually.
Police say he shot 3 other people, killing one of them, before taking off and running through the mall, brandishing his weapon before he himself was shot. The civilian shot him twice. He then rendered aid, and an off-duty officer arrived within minutes to help detain the 16-year-old suspect. Police say that license to carry holder is cooperating in this investigation. Now, backing up to how this all started, as we've mentioned, police do believe there was a fight that started between 2 groups, which then led to the teen suspect pulling out a gun. Still no word on how that fight started or if these people even knew each other. And
Guys, let me stop it there, and then I'll play the rest of it. But do you see the pattern here sometimes? Okay, these young gremlins will come into the mall. Okay, they'll try to show off, try to make sure they get some girls, maybe not, and they'll come in as a group, as a posse, maybe even a gang. And I don't know about you, but anytime I go into a mall now, I'm looking for these individuals. I am always scanning and making sure, do I see any of these young punks, these young gremlins that are trying to start trouble? And majority of the time, okay, I will say they were black, but I think in this case, this guy was a Spanish guy, Latino, okay? But these young men who are just terrorizing society. And it's only the good guys who stick around. Do you notice? The good guy, while this joker was running around with a stolen handgun, waving it around and pointing it at random people, this 32-year-old man, a civilian that was pointed out, took out his firearm and shot this 16-year-old. We don't know right now if he's dead or not, but I got to say, I'm not too worried about him at all. You know, something has got to be done about these teenagers. I would say a lot of them are emboldened because they know they are minors and the law treats them different. This has got to stop. It really does. And I'm so glad that there was somebody in this mall who was armed, and it could be, well, this is Texas, but it could be a mall that says, hey, no firearms, or a no or gun-free zone, but most likely it's not because it is Texas. And he was able to bring his firearm and protect not only himself and his family, if his family was with him, but everybody else in the mall. Kudos to this man. He was a good guy, and rather than leave the scene, he stayed behind and tried to render aid to this kid. He is a good guy. Only good guys do things like that. And that asshole did not deserve it. He does not deserve his kindness. He does not deserve someone coming to his aid after he's already killed someone to help him survive. Man, fuck these jokers, man. I'm serious. Let's play the rest.
As police mentioned, they do say that the suspect's gun was stolen. Now, meantime, police say the large response that was prompted by law enforcement Wednesday night was expected.
The response that occurred, of course, is affected by August 3rd. But the same response occurred on August 3rd. So what I'm saying is that whenever there's a large group of people or the potential for a large group of victims and an active shooter, you're going to get that response. So the response was appropriate to what they knew at the time.
Now, police say the suspect remains in the hospital in stable condition. He has not been charged with anything officially yet. Police say the likely charge will be murder for the young man who died and aggravated assault for the others who were injured. Reporting live at police headquarters tonight, I'm Liana Golden, KFOX 14.
So, guys, there you have it. A large police response. This is why we saw in those pictures. And, I guess that was the reason why they were there. They referenced August 3rd. I don't know what that is pertaining to. Maybe that is something I should have looked up. I want to say August 3rd, maybe the Uvalde, or it could be something else. Who knows? But they were there. But always, always what we see, especially from these pictures, right? Okay, that the police shows up at the last minute. They are never there. I wonder, where was the police? Do they ever patrol malls? I know they got private security, but look at this. Look at these guys. This is completely after the fact. And what are they doing? I'm not trying to rag on the police, but guys, this is the reason why we are armed. This is the reason why the citizenry must be armed. I remember I was saying something to one guy on Twitter the other day. Let me see if I can pull it up, okay? And, for me, there's a reason why, we should be armed, okay? I was responding to this one particular joker on Twitter, and I was telling him, hey, the Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. This was by Samuel Adams, okay? This was around the time of the forming of the Constitution and the reason why we have guns, okay, in the Second Amendment, all right? There's a reason. People say, hey, in order to be peaceful, in order to make sure that we have peace, we should take away the guns. No. According to Thomas Jefferson, and I agree with this statement, I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Okay? And there's a whole case here for guns. I could pull up so many things, but I love the founding fathers' quotes on making sure citizens have guns. And one last one, and this was the one that I responded to. This is one of the only guys that's following me, okay? And it says this. It's the same quote I gave. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. And that means, guys, that we are responsible for our freedom. That means we are responsible for making sure that we take care of ourselves, meaning we are our first responders, not the police. We cannot rely on them. We can't. So, I don't know what else to say here. So, I can say my normal, and it's something that you all are accustomed to, but it's this. Good men have guns. Good people have guns, and we saw that. We have cases. We have multiple cases. So if anybody ever says to you, hey, why do you need guns? Hey, my friend, wise up. Good people have guns. And if good people do nothing, there will be no good guys.